Grand Risings. Y'all taking a view of the video. Subscribe to the channel, The Cameron Wilson Show. Like the video, drop a comment. Today I woke up thinking about a couple things. I've never really spoken about stocks, and I spend a good deal of time thinking about stocks, investing in the stocks, researching how to research stocks. It's just something I just haven't really gotten into. However, I'll tell you a story. So I had my first job when I was 11th grader. So I think I was 16. No. I think I was 17 when I got my first job. Yeah, something like that. 16, 17. I had my first job working at Six Flags up here in Austell, Six Flags over Georgia. So worked that whole summer, saved up like $500, and I put all of that money in stocks. And so this one company I bought, I paid $18 per share, and this was like 7-8 years ago. Now that company, the shares are going for $800 a share. So that's like, I don't know, like 40 times or something, whatever I paid for it. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more stocks, and with my time, I feel like sometimes my talent is with doing the analysis, with doing the research, with doing the studying. However, because of my emotions, my sense of self-worth, my ego, I do feel that I have to go out emotionally and go dominate and conquer and spread my influence, particularly in the form of real estate sales, real estate transactions, door knocking. I mean, door knocking basically to just say like, I did it, it's done. I could do the door knocking, and that sounds, when I hear it, that's pretty much my driving force behind it. A lot of people will say, oh, well, you want to help people sell their house. That's not really something that came to mind for me. I mean, I do want to help people, generally speaking, like as a good person. But man, that's not like how I coordinated with this type of expression. So I'm still gonna be passing out the rest of my business cards. However, as I do get more deals, I'm gonna be putting more time into researching stocks, buying the stocks, looking to get paid through the dividends for them, and continuing to build my self-confidence, my strength. Yesterday, I announced that I'm building a library, and I realized like this library is my platform. So a lot of times, a lot of successful enterprises would say, for instance, the internet, okay, Disneyland, YouTube, Walmart, the government, Amazon, websites, computers, the film industry, people who produce specialty food products, who have to, like, let's say you make like anchovies, right? You gotta have a lake. Or beef jerky, you gotta have land and cattle. So that's their platform. And then everything else they build on top of that. So for me, my library is my platform. because that's where the ideas are held. And ideas hold all things. So that is going to be cool. Like, just, I'm imagining, like, and I have a huge imagination. Like, I could be writing books, writing novels, and putting them in my library, and doing research for it, endowing the foundation of it, and which basically means investing money in the stocks and then the dividends and whatnot, pay for the library itself. It's a lot. It's a lot of different ways I could go with this, but I'm excited to find out, find out for myself that yes, this is my platform, right? This is something to grow, to be grown over time. So there's that. Still gonna finish out passing out my business cards, because I do think once I get at least 1,000 passed out, I'll at least do one deal. And my goal is just one deal a month, invest the rest, save. Well, don't put the cart before the horse. Save and then invest. Yes. Keep working out. Yeah, I can say without a doubt that although I am happy, there are still some ego ties that have to be essentially severed through work. Like being able to admit to myself, I passed out 1,000 business cards. I passed out 10,000 business cards. That is a large effort. It's a very effective effort towards my career and how I feel about myself. But really, it's how I feel about myself, and then that can affect my career. Because, as an agent, I'm freelance, I'm a salesperson, and especially when I get my broker's license, I'm gonna always have that. So people will come to me, and I'll be able to guide them through real estate transactions, but especially development deals of commercial properties, land clearing, rezoning, and then building a house or building a community. On top of that, syndications where a network of homeowners or investors, quote unquote, the same thing, and I come together and we buy a multi-unit property, which my company manages. So, 100 units, 250 units. We, each teach each other how that we can essentially pool our funds through some refinancing of properties and then setting up a limited partnership with my company or my team as the general partners, and seek to buy the property with a variety of financing sources, potentially mezzanine financing, potentially traditional financing, potentially some private investor financing, or so there's a variety of different ways to do this. However, with the right network, which I'm building, is well within reach. Something that has a reasonable return over the long term. I can't quote any rates because that would be unwise. So there's that, and continue to condition your body. So drink lots of water. When you wake up in the morning, sometimes your hands will be in a fist, or your legs will be kind of they won't be flat on the bed, you'll raise your legs. That's because there's not enough blood flow getting to your feet and your hands, the extremities, to allow them to relax. The best way to go about doing that is to drink more water before you go to bed. If you wake up at night, that probably means you're thirsty, and then also throughout the day, so you're fully hydrated, and that way all the blood can flow. So I'll see you next time. y'all watching. These are just kind of my thoughts, and really they just touched on my ambitions, my drives, my goals, my desires, my needs. So after me saying that, review the video in that aspect. And in that way, you'll also be able to do the same for yourself. What are your goals? What goals have you set for yourself? And are they truly in line with who you are, or who you were, or who you feel you need to be? Right? So, y'all like the video, drop a comment, subscribe, share this video.